It's your girl DJ Miss Eclectic, Wiki, and you're checking out the Mixtape podcast.
Girl DJ Miss Eclectic, and you're tuned into the Mixtape, y'all. I have somebody dope, as you can see, this evening. I'm excited. I need y'all to be excited because you see this NPC right here, y'all. You know it's about to go down. I am Nicole Mack Music. Yay. How are you doing this evening?
I am blessed and highly favored. I'm super good. Thank
Absolutely. Y'all, she can't fly. Like, she can't fly with the hat, with the glasses. You give me like a Spinderella vibe. I feel like you and Spinderella could be like sisters.
Okay, I have never heard that.
I don't know. I'm feeling.
I've gotten Kiki. I've gotten Kiara Sheard. I've gotten a couple of those right there. But, you know, I'll take Spin.
Hey, that's nice.
She's super cool.
Yeah, she is. She's dope, too. She's dope. Somebody actually said Kiara Sheard. Somebody mistaken me for her one now. They was like, hey, you know, when we come out on stage, we got your water. And I was like, oh, I'm not her. I don't think you have my water. I don't think you have anything for me. We opened up for one time. I was like, I think that's all you have for me is that stage. If y'all want to hit me backstage, I will, though. So how do we get to the name I Am Nicole Mack Music?
All right, we're just gonna jump right
we're gonna jump right into it.
All right, fantastic. So I Am Nicole Mack Music actually kind of came about maybe now going on 2 years ago.
Okay.
Maybe like 2019-ish, 2020-ish or so. Basically, I originally named myself Miss Maestro. And that is, I spelled it M-Z-M-A-E-S-T-R-O, Maestro spelled the right way. And I had that name since I was like 18 years old. I just kind of called myself that. And then I Am Nicole Mack Music came about because I was trying to develop a team of people. At the time, was working with and had actually hired a social media manager.
Oh, nice.
And so when I was working with her, briefly, but one of the things that she sat down and she talked with me, she said, well, Miss Maestro is cool. And she said, I guess for music buffs and music heads and stuff like that, you know, they might understand that. She said, but just a regular person, they might not know what a maestro is.
Yeah, exactly.
So I was just like, okay. And so I said, so she was like, why don't you just go by your name? And I was just like, what do you mean go by my name? She said, because all the greats went by their name. And I was like, okay. And then that's when she said, you know, Michael Jackson, Mariah Carey, Whitney Houston, Luther Vandross, Usher. You know what I mean? I said, no. I said, okay, I dig that. You right. She said, Aretha Franklin. And I was like, I said, but what about people like Timbaland or Will.I.am and, you know, Pharrell? I mean, I guess Pharrell is his name. Hold on. But I mean, the point is there are people that have pseudonyms, right, you know, that are we still know who they are. You know, young this, young that. You know what I mean? Like, you know, Lil Wayne, Young Tucci, or whatever because he changed his name every
2017.
Or did he?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We know that's not that man's name.
No, we know his mama didn't name him.
Right, his name is not Diddy. But what I'm saying is, so that was, you know, my response. Like, well, you know, they have pseudonyms, and that's so cool. You know, Timbaland, that's Timbaland. Missy Elliott is Miss. You know, so she was like, yeah. She said, but you know, not to say that they're not legends. She said because of course they are. She said, but you know, you want people to know your name and know who you are.
That's
so she
true.
said, you know, just like Will.I.am is who he is. She said, why don't you make yourself I Am Nicole Mack Music.
That's dope.
And I was just like, all right.
He was like, all right, I'll go with it.
I'll rock it.
I'll rock it.
You know, my grandmama named me this.
So I'm going to go with it.
So I guess I can't go wrong with grandma.
My grandmama named me Nicole. I'm going to be Nicole. That's what it's going to be.
My grandmother gave me my whole name. So
really? Oh, that's awesome. Now, that's awesome. But you really are a maestro. Like, you're a singer, a songwriter, producer. How many instruments do you play?
Oh, goodness. I play my main instrument that you will normally see me on. I always say the one that I get paid for.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. You got to get your coin, honey.
Amen. Amen.
Right.
Amen.
So the one that you're so silly. The one that you'll see me on is like keys or organ, pianos and stuff like that. I am also a vocalist. I sing. So of course that's an instrument too. But I can play drums. I don't consider myself like a drummer, like, you know, I can keep time but obviously I can do my thing on here when it comes to the programming thing. So but drums, lead guitar, bass guitar, alto sax, all kinds of keyboards. So I have, you know, every kind of keyboard you can think of. And I just been recently getting into more like synthesizer related stuff,
those are
like
dope.
talk
Yes,
boxes
yeah.
and,
Oh, come
and
on.
pedals and
Oh,
stuff.
yes, I love
so
that.
those are things that I'm going to start debuting on my page to start, doing more content, just diversifying my content to just show people like, hey, I'm more than just the NPC girl or the one that does finger drumming, as we call it. I can actually sit down at a baby grand, which I have at my house. I can actually sit down and play, all these different things. I have a Hammond at my house. I have I can actually do, that's so silly. I can actually play these things, and sometimes I just switch it up just to show them, like, I just give an acoustic vibe and just sing and play, so yeah, I play several instruments, and I'm steady trying to learn more. So, yeah.
I counted like 7. I was trying to keep up. I was like, all right, Hammond, all right, this is bass, guitar. I was like, okay, I was trying to count. I was like, so actually you're multi-talented. That's amazing.
Thank
you. I love it because I think it's so many dope female artists who are out here and so many dope female producers, but we're not seen on the back end.
Right.
I think it's like less than 10%. I was reading a statistic one time, but I think it's like less than 10% mainstream, gospel, all the above. Across the board. That's what it comes down to. So when I saw you, I was like, she is so dope. Like, man, we need to, like, this is dope. And you talked about your social media and what we see on social media. First of all, congratulations on your social media success. Like, COVID, like, I was like, she is so dope. So tell us, how did it come about when you started doing as you call it, your finger drumming online?
Yes. Okay, so now this is not something that I was doing for like 10 years, and then all of a sudden, it actually just kind of happened. Maybe I would say the quarantine situation.
Okay, yeah,
brought
absolutely.
this out of me, because matter of fact, when I came into 2020, I was coming off of a major surgery. And I was recovering. So I had about an 8-week or more recovery during that time. So it was actually just before COVID happened, which was like February, March-ish, or whenever everything started to shut down. And so I was healing, learning to walk again, learning to drive again, all this other stuff like that due to what was going on. And so I didn't, I was starting to get stir crazy, cabin fever, all that, because I'm used to, jamming on my instruments and all that other stuff like that. I was used to gigging and stuff like that. So naturally, with the whole world shut down, we couldn't go anywhere. We had to, channel that energy another way.
Absolutely.
I had this in my studio just kind of chilling. And I said, what else can I do with this thing? So I began to see other artists like Trizzy Track. Shout out to Trizzy. That's one of my peoples right there. He's really nice, sweet person. And and other finger drummers. As a matter of fact, he went viral last year, whenever it was.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, but to continue, like, what I realized was, I said, I could have a niche, because I didn't see many black girls or women, period, doing this very much.
Exactly.
And so I said, you know what? I can do that. I said, because this looks really neat, and they're kind of sampling, and I love to do that. That's fun. And they're kind of like doing all this like trap-ish kind of hip-hop, just mixture of things. And I said, you know what, let me see what I can do. So I started remixing Michael Jackson. I started remixing Luther, Rod Wave,
come on.
just anybody that, new or old. What's the guy who, what is his name? Not Rod Wave. Well, Rod Wave too, yeah, but it was the other guy that sings High Fashion, the rapper dude. I can't think of it right
I'm
now.
old, so I don't know.
Come on.
Oh, okay. Little somebody? I don't know.
Yeah, it is probably.
Yeah. Probably is little somebody.
But no, just like but I know that was a song maybe that was hot like last year or whatever. But I mean, like I said before, I was doing both secular and gospel stuff.
I got you.
So and when I was doing it, it just kind of happened, and I don't know, it just kind of grew. I didn't know that people were going to start following. I didn't know that people were going to get into it, and then some people would request things. Some people would be like, hey, do this song next week, and then I realized that it was really kind of taking off when I got reposted by Donald Lawrence. Ooh, got reposted by, got a shout out 2 or 3 different times by Karen Clark Sheard herself.
My godmother. Yes.
Right. Several Clark sisters. I mean, Auntie Jackie, and and then I guess by me doing what I was doing, I got the attention of their kids.
That's awesome.
And so, both of Dorinda's kids follow me.
That's awesome.
One of the nephews follow me. And so I mean, like I said, it was just a series of things that happened. And then, like I said, some dope 80s and 90s artists, like, if you remember Lisa Fisher from back in the day, How Can I Use the Pain? It was dope to see her come on my comments and say, hey, I love it. I love what you did. And I was like, ah. Or if you're familiar with like Vincent Bohannon, he saw what I did and reposted it. So I was just like, I said, man, something is happening here. This must be like a cool thing to do.
It absolutely is.
So I just kept rolling with it. And I like it. So there it is.
You like it and we love it. And y'all, coming up, we're going to take a quick break. Coming up, I have a request. We're looking at this NPC. I have a request. I'm going to see some finger drumming. I'm ready. I'm excited. Y'all keep it locked right here. It's the Mixtape with I Am Nicole Mack Music.
Yes.
You're tuned into the Mixtape right here. Y'all, if you're just now tuning in, I have none other than songwriter. She is a maestro still in my eyes. She's absolutely amazing. I think I counted 7 instruments that she plays, including her voice. Miss I Am Nicole Mack Music, y'all. And I'm super excited right now because she's getting ready to give us a taste of what she does all the time on social media. I'm ready. Let's go. I'm excited. Let's rock. What we about to get a taste of right now?
Well, actually, I just posted this last night. I do a little thing every week called Sunday Night Service Vibes,
Yes.
where I remix a church song or a gospel song on Sundays, and during the week I do all kinds of other music. So of course, when I dropped my Sunday Service Vibes, I hadn't done it in a while, so I actually came back with that one. So this was Can the World See Jesus in Me with the Pace Sisters, Melvin Williams from the Williams Brothers, and their choir and so on. So this is my remix on it. Let's see here. On the spot, y'all. So
on the spot, let's go. Yes.
Work with me.
Yo, I'm done. This interview is over. I'm just too much. Like, you just did that live on the spot. I'm done. Did y'all hear that?
Thank you.
Yo.
Forgive the mistakes, but normally I just.
Girl, only one who knew it was a mistake was you, because I didn't know. I was, from Texas. You that I was ready, Yo, that was dope. That was fire.
Thank you.
Super fire. I'm excited. Y'all, I don't even know what I'm saying no more. I don't know what this record's interview. That was fire. And the point is, you have a testimony. Earlier, you said you would learn how to walk again, how to talk again. I'm pretty sure with your finger motions as well. And you're sitting here today. That is a testimony. Like, that is an absolute testimony.
Well, I could still talk and everything like that. It was just I wasn't walking and stuff because I had like a major surgery and all that. And so, but yeah, I couldn't drive. I had to have assistance doing your basic things. So whatever you do, be grateful to God that you can walk, that you can brush your hair, that you can get up and go to the restroom and all these things like that, because in a split second that can be taken from you, or you may have to be dependent, and it doesn't matter your age, because I'm nobody's old. And at the end of the day, I still had to depend on other people to help me. And I was grateful for them to be there. But it definitely humbled me quite a bit, and it made me pray a whole lot.
Absolutely. I can only imagine that. You definitely have a testimony, definitely have a story, and I appreciate you for sharing it right here on this platform.
Yes.
I have to know, has it always been music for you? Like, did you know that this was going to be your destiny? Or when you were growing up, you say, hey, I'm going to make music when I get older, or did it just kind of shift for you?
You know what? I can truly say that music has always been my first love.
Hey.
And I have never really tried to waver away from it at all. Now, mind you, I, have other traditional education and degrees and stuff like that. But, I always would say, when I relocated from Florida to here, I said, either I'm going to be a full-time artist and musician and producer or something like that, or I'm going to law school. And so I would that's right. And I said, and so the fact that I've been here going on 9 years, I would say, well, it looks like music is winning. You know what I mean? Because I didn't make the change to law school as of yet. So,
Absolutely. Well, we don't want you to. Not that you wouldn't be a great lawyer, but we need you in the music industry. Like, we absolutely do.
Thank you. I want to be here.
Yes. Who are some of your musical influences?
Whew, goodness. How much time do we have? Let me look in the camera.
We got a little time too.
Let me see. I would say on the secular side would probably be Quincy Jones. Oh, my God. I have a Quincy Jones wall. I love him.
Wow.
So Quincy Jones is definitely one of my favorite producers. Definitely love Missy Elliott. Definitely love.
all of them.
Who else? It depends. Old school, new school. Love Timbaland, all those guys like that. But what's his name? Zaytoven. I kind of like. I think I kind of like him too.
Yeah, Zaytoven's dope.
And I also like the fact that he has a Baptist background.
He does. I think his father's a minister, right?
Or uncle or somebody.
I'm not sure. We ain't gonna just name it. Okay.
But I mean, I just but I thought it was dope that I saw him playing like "Blessed in the City" on on the keys and all. And I was like, see, that's what I'm saying. Come on here. That's what So it's people like them. But then on the gospel side, everybody who knows me knows I absolutely love the Clark sisters. Period. Point blank.
That's why. Cause that's my favorite group right there.
That is them. It was like, but not nobody say nothing bad about them.
Don't you say nothing about now?
I'm
None
an
of
honorary niece, cousin.
Karen is my godmother. She doesn't know, but she is my honorary godmother.
Send me my shirts for the next family reunion. You know what I'm saying?
You down to ride? We can just ride.
Listen,
we can ride.
We both light skinned, and we should be able to get in.
We can act like we're cousin or something, distant cousin or something.
Right. We should be able to blend in just fine. When they say poetic justice, hey, cousin Lucky.
Right, y'all doing right?
Right.
Some free barbecue or something.
Listen. So, Clark sisters for sure, I mean, vocally, I would even say for them has been my most influence. And of course, gosh, who are some of the, Jasmine Sullivan. Everybody loves her. Jasmine, Fantasia. Yeah. There's just almost too many to name. But it's just, I would say all of those are just a mixture of people that I've loved. And of course, MJ, all those other good
Of course,
like that.
Yeah.
We'll be here all night.
Yeah, we'll be here. I mean, we definitely share the same love for music because you name some amazing people who are just like their artistry is just absolutely amazing.
Yeah, and musicianship.
Music, yeah, you're right, and musicianship as well. You're right about that.
When I said that, I thought immediately about Prince because I got a few people on my wall in my studio, and I have Prince, Whitney, James Brown. Love James Brown. You know what I mean? So for me, I think that that's probably one of my advantages of, when it comes to when I create music, I hear it a little differently than what I feel beat makers do. Not to say no shade to the beat makers, keep doing what you do. But I think for me, because I've had such a diverse background in music, like I've not only done what I'm doing right here, I've had the opportunity to play on cruise ships. I've had the opportunity to do stage plays as a guest music director and musician and stuff, hip hop musicals, all kinds of things.
Awesome.
And so it kind of exposed my ear to a lot of different things. And so, briefly did a stint with the BB King All-Stars out in Memphis. So, just all kinds of things kind of just, flip my ear a little differently. And so I always hear things from a musical place, you know what I'm saying? And so for me, I always say, if it's not musical, then what's the point? What are we doing here? So, so I don't care what genre it is, as long as you feel the music and you can find the music in there somewhere. Whether it's trap, country, doesn't matter. It should be in there somewhere if they know what they're doing.
Absolutely. You said something, you're supposed to feel it.
That's right.
That's right. And in church, we
music
call it anointed. Right. When you're anointed, you feel something when you're in church. So now I hear you. From a really good gospel artist, you're going to feel that. If they are anointed, you're going to feel that anointing. So I'm with you. You want to feel something when somebody's doing it right. I'm with you 100%.
I always say music is alive.
It is.
Music is a spirit.
It's
You know what I'm saying?
Living organism.
It can make you feel good. It can make you feel bad. And as I say, it's the universal language that everyone speaks.
Come on. That's on my business card, right? What? In universal language. So from all you've done, you said you've done hip hop plays, you've done cruises. What's been some of your greatest experiences that you've experienced so far?
Oh goodness. I'm not that. I would say that remains to be seen. God is still opening doors, and I'm very open to where He's taking me. But I would say I definitely had fun going out of the country. For the cruise ship, situation I did before, but at the same time, it was very challenging. It was very grueling, and it was a lot of work, 6 days a week. Ooh. A lot of folks don't realize that you going on a cruise ship and you buying your ticket, you having the time to relax. The people that's working and performing, they're working around the clock.
That's true.
And so, that's what I quickly learned, because I was like, because you hear, you going to the Bahamas? Oh, you going to Turks and Caicos? Oh, we about to be on the beach. Lies. You going to be working.
Lies. I'm going to be on the boat. I'm on the
boat. Right. So, you might be on the beach a little bit, but you're going to be in rehearsals quite a bit, because, you have to put on the show. You're there to work. And so, but like I said, through all of that, it was really nice getting my passport stamped, because music opened the door.
How long were you on this cruise ship? That seems cool.
I was
though.
out there for a few weeks, so it was
Wow.
a really unique experience. Yeah, so, but like I said, some of the stage plays I've done, and, they were regional. They weren't like, not necessarily Tyler Perry status, but if you would like to bless me.
Yeah, we're
You
gonna
can-
speak it in the atmosphere.
Come on, we reach
You-
up and
we
grab
speak
it.
it out. Tyler
hug my-
started local. He started in
Come
Atlanta.
on, I hug myself with
There you
this.
go.
Shanana.
Put it out there. Amen.
Oh yeah, but I mean, I mean, all kinds of things. A series of bands, choirs, groups, all kinds of things like that. So I've really had my taste of just being seasoned as a musician and singer and all that stuff like that. So.
Oh man, I'm just looking forward to what God has in store for you because I know it's something good. It's something big. You're already big. It's something that's bigger. It's something. What J. Caitlin Carr said. It's something bigger. Y'all keep it locked, man. Keep it locked right here. We have so much more to talk to and talk about with I Am Nicole Mack Music. Y'all keep it locked right here.
Thank you.
It's your girl, DJ Miss Eclectic, and you're tuned into the mixtape. If you're just now tuning in, I have none other than I Am Nicole Mack Music. So, man, y'all, if you missed it, trust me, you want to rewind, you want to do it all, because earlier she hit us with a Pace Sisters beat. Oh, my gosh, it was absolutely phenomenal. And speaking of Pace Sisters, rest in peace, Journey's Pace. Absolutely amazing, beautiful soul that she was. So, yes. So, speaking of the Pace Sisters, a lot of the music you do, a lot of times, I've seen you do like 80s, 90s vibes too, but on Sundays, you have your Sunday vibes as well. We talked about that earlier. A lot of times you do it with Pace Sisters. I've seen Clark Sisters. I've seen
Mary, Kirk Franklin.
Ooh!
I'm about to say, I think I did James Moore. God don't need no matches.
Come
He's
on,
fine by
James Moore.
himself. We
Oh,
took it
James
back.
Moore.
I think I did Tremaine Hawkins.
Tremaine, not my
Oh
girl.
yeah, I think I did two of those where I did the Potter's House with Walter and Tremaine.
Girl, that's my favorite song
That's
of all
one of
time.
them. You
Girl,
gotta pull that up on my page.
Yeah, I got to pull up the Potter's House,
I did
honey.
Sounds of Blackness. Shout out to them. They gave me a shout out, so it was really nice.
Yes.
Sounds of Blackness. What else? I mean, oh my gosh. R.I.P. Rand Sallin. I did him. Matter of fact, I did him before he passed, and then I reposted it, and it got, people was like, oh yeah, so I was like, oh man, and I did what is the song? Trust in Him with Twinkie, and yeah.
I think I saw that when you did with 12.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah. And so, the other thing is, I don't know if I got a chance to say it, but my graphic tees are actually tied into a lot of what you see in my visuals. So normally, if I'm not doing, a Sunday vibe or whatever, Sunday service vibe, I will wear one of my own I just recently started my own custom, graphic tee company called Jukebox Junkie Apparel. And you can actually go to jukeboxjunkieapparel.com and check out some of my stuff. I'm actually going to be putting up new summer arrivals soon. So y'all check that out on there. And
Jukebox Junkies. I'm on it.
yeah,
Okay.
jukeboxjunkieapparel.com.
Okay.
As well as I have another company that's called Diamond Jukebox. Sample and loop packs, and that's actually geared towards beat makers, DJs, and other
that's
stuff like that
dope.
actually, do a lot of sampling and stuff. They may not play keys, they may not play guitar, they may not sing. So it's a kind of a music technology company with the intent to fill that void for, them to sample and actually tie that stuff, those different sounds and different things into their music. So, yeah, Well, like I said, I'm actually wearing one of my own custom shirts. But on Sundays, I wear something that normally has God on it. God is love,
Yes.
just anything that's spiritual in nature. Sometimes it's kind of comedic a little bit,
You got those in there.
But yeah, I try to make the whole vibe be, about Sunday. So yeah.
I love it. God has a sense of humor, so you
Yes, he
got
does.
throw a little comedy every little once in a while.
Indeed.
And we were talking about the Clark sisters. You said Karen reached out to you.
So it was really dope. When
I'm jealous. You
Oh,
don't take my godmama from me.
Well, we can share it. It's enough
Okay,
of her
we
to
gonna
go
share it. It's
around.
okay.
She's a lovely lady. Yes. She's so funny. No, actually, I never forget it. We were actually we had just come back from the Martin Lawrence tour. He was here in Atlanta. And myself and some family, we had booked a hotel downtown, and we were kind of coming back from there. But of course, that was Saturday night. But I had to post something for Sunday, so I was like, I still got to give the Lord his credit. So, needless to say, I got in my hotel room. I had the beautiful backdrop of Atlanta behind me, and I went hamburger and cheese.
Oh, that's
So,
so dope.
and so what shocked me was out of the blue, my first comment was her. She was my first
comment.
Yes. She was like, she literally was like, love it! Exclamation point! Oh my! She said, such creativity. Da, 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 da. And I was like, I literally I was like, I can die now.
Take me, Lord.
I was like, I fell out on my bed and I threw my phone. Everybody was like, what's going on? Almost like, yeah, girl, she just said something to me. And then wait, I gotta even with the one for Donald Lawrence, that was actually during the BET Awards that night, I think last year. And so it was crazy because the room in my house that I was in, the reception's a little funky. So I didn't see that Donald had said something to me in my comments. My family did. So now all I hear is, oh my God!
You know what's going on.
So I was just like, what's up? Was something wrong? What, y'all chill. And they said, you don't see what's going on. And I said, what are you talking about? They said, Donald Lawrence just said something to you, girl. You better say something back. You better say something back. And I was like, what? So yeah, they had to tell me that. So matter of fact, he even corrected me. He said, love this. This is wonderful. He said, but the one that you tagged me in, that's not my name. You might want to make sure you get the blue check. And, I said,
okay, no worries.
Uncle Johnny, we will fix this right now. He said, now the one with the blue check is me. And then when he reposted me, he said, everybody, let me introduce you to I am Nicole Mack Music. And I was like, yeah, look at God. So there's a lot of fun times doing this right here.
So how does it feel like how does it feel like all these celebrities, and not just regular celebrities, we talking about legends, A-listers. Donald Lawrence is the GOAT. And the Clark sisters. All these people, these are amazing individuals with amazing art. How does it feel to get the accolades from them?
Oh my gosh. It's almost indescribable. But I think the main word that I think of is just, I'm grateful.
Yeah.
I'm a super humble kind of lady. And to just be able to say, hey, I watched you on television for years, ever since I was like a grasshopper, man. And so to hear you say that, this is really neat or whatever like that, even from my choir director days, because I used to be a music director as well. So, when I saw, for example, Vincent Bohannon shout me out, I was like, I teach your music in my choir.
That's so cool.
So, stuff like that, it's really gratifying and it's a blessing.
Absolutely. It's nice. I'm telling you, when you're walking in God's will, the doors are going to continue to open.
Listen.
I'm loving it. I'm telling you, I'm loving it.
Thank you.
What are some words you would have, like a young lady who's sitting at home? Because we talked about it, we don't see a lot of this in the industry. What's some words you would have for her?
Some words that I would have for a young lady that's trying to find her way in music. What I would say to her is stay the course. Yeah. Because, obviously, the climate of music as it is right now, there are more men than women. It doesn't matter what genre it is. No matter what color you are, it's understood until something obviously shifts, right? Or the ratio changes. So I would say stay the course, and also make sure whatever it is that you stay true to yourself. Don't feel like you have to morph or change into something that you're not. I think that's what helped me to realize and start forging my own vibe and my own way, because I was just like, there were a lot of things that inspired me, but I wanted to still be me.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So I would tell her to don't lose sight of who you are, stay the course, and whatever you do, keep God in all that you're doing, because he's totally going to open up every door. If it's a little crack, he's going to turn that crack into a river. You know what I mean? So it's just so many things that, internet, social media is connecting us in so many ways. And I think that in a way, and it might sound crazy to say, but in a way, I believe that COVID allowed us to, connect more on a interpersonal or personal level with people. So it almost brought people into your living rooms and into your families, into your lives even more so, because you had no other choice but to sit down and be still.
God set us down.
That's exactly right. So it was almost like it forced people to just think out of the box, be creative.
Absolutely.
And so, like I said, I would tell her to stay the course. I would tell her to keep God first, and I would tell her to stay herself, be herself, because guess what? Some little girl out there is wanting to be you.
Absolutely.
So they need to see the example of whatever you are. So if you sitting there trying to be the next whatever, they're never going to know who you are. So if you come, like my grandmother would say, she said, can't nobody beat you being you. And so when I realized and started walking in that, that's when I Am Nicole Mack Music and Miss Maestro became birthed.
Yes. And I'm man. I don't that note, man, what do you have coming up next? Because I mean, we're gonna continue to follow you. We're looking forward to what's coming up next.
Well, right now, I am. There's a lot of things coming up next. I mean, if you know, God willing, right? But I mean, I want to be preparing to release new music.
Okay.
So hopefully, in the works is an EP. Also
Awesome.
working on. I'm currently the MD of my own all-female band called Vixen. Here in town. And it's spelled Vixyn. And I don't know if y'all know this little tidbit, but Vixen is actually a black woman superhero. So a lot of folks don't know that.
I learned something today.
I had to learn that. So I was like, I mean, black excellence everywhere, really?
Absolutely. I love it.
I said, we named ourselves after a black woman superhero. I was like, I can dig it.
With it.
So, but yes, that's our band, and we play all kinds of music. So, just check out our page, music.by.vixen on our IG. Let me see. One of the other things I'm working on, besides obviously new arrivals with Jukebox Junkie, new products from Diamond Jukebox, like I spoke about earlier. And I think one of the biggest things I want to be preparing to work on is Jafu Live Sessions. Jafu Live Sessions is birthed out of my entertainment company, because I do have my own entertainment company called Jafu Entertainment. So.
What don't you do? Entertainment company?
Sleep. I need sleep. I need sleep in Jesus' name. Jesus be a pillow.
Hallelujah.
I need sleep.
Amen. We don't want you to sleep too much, because
No.
we need this fire. We need these hits.
Right.
If somebody wants to reach out to you, they want you to produce a song for them, or how do they reach out to you? What's the best way to contact you?
Well, I mean, they can definitely reach out to me on my social media. I also have a website, IamNicoleMackMusic.com. They can reach me there. We could chop it up and discuss whatever, they want to do and their vision, and we can make our visions collide.
Absolutely. I don't know if you heard that new Kurt Franklin song, We Win, with Lil Baby, but it just sounds like something that you would collaborate on. So I'm about to see you on stuff like that. I just see it like you. They be like, that's a female. It sure is. We representing out here. So absolutely. I'm loving it. Tell everybody how to follow you on all social media platforms.
Oh, goodness. Well, let's see. I'm gonna try to keep it as easy as possible, but I would say they can follow me on IG at I am Nicole Mack Music. They can check me. Pretty much, if you follow me on IG, it should lead you to my Facebook and my Twitter and all those other things like that. Are relatively uniform and all this stuff like that. All my products are connected as well. So, yeah, but I would just say search for I am Nicole Mack Music. It'll lead you down the rabbit hole to everything else.
I am Nicole Mack Music. Yes. Thank you so much for coming on. I have absolutely thoroughly enjoyed you. Woman power, young ladies. I'm trying to tell you, that's the maestro herself. Look it up. This is somebody definitely to look up to. Again, I really, really am looking forward to hearing you on more songs. Congratulations again on your social media success. I know greater things and greater things and greater things are coming. So thank you for dropping by the mixtape.
Thank you for having me.
Wiki, the Mixtape Podcast with your girl DJ Miss Eclectic.